All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Houston Texans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Regular. Check it. Four down. Move out. Check. LG, a little closer to me.
Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. So tough to stop Gronk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Wait, 20! Line 20!
Now Brady again. Over the middle, Dorsett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Wait, 20! 20! Hey, it's right! Go!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
72.
Now it's Sony Michel with his first NFL carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Sugar! Sugar! Out!
Try to pound it in here with Michel. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on second is Watson. Incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Texans and Patriots met the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his 2nd start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And they're running right through. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Watson to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston. First down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's a give to Miller. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get... Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about what people have to do.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Come back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson to the right side here, the tight end Thomas. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Lamar Miller. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Come back, come back.
Watson to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come back, come back.
Now it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 18. So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Shadow! 20!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
72. Ready?
Brady now on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver. Was drafted that way, and that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Check it. 54. 220. 380.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans making their way out with some renewed optimism, really, in Houston for 2018. But, Charles, it all revolves around one word. It's something they didn't have in 2017. I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter H.
And I'm guessing it's not Houston.
No, it's health.
You're exactly right. Great call there, partner, because health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Merciless, a terrific outside linebacker, hurt very early last year. The face of the franchise, J.J. Watt, hurt very early last year. And who would have thought a rookie quarterback by the name of Deshaun Watson would give them the spark, the optimism they were looking for, and then when he went down, there went the season.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come back, come back.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Watson now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come back.
Again, it's Watson. Deshaun Watson, that's his first touchdown pass since October 29th of last year. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats offense coming out, yet another Super Bowl run last year that, of course, came up short against the Eagles. But Charles Gronk is back. Tom Brady back. Do they have any magic left in the tank?
Of course they do. They're the New England Patriots, and until further notice, they run the AFC East, they run the AFC. That's just who they are. But in order for them to win a Super Bowl again, to get back there and take it this time, they'll need the continued play of Brady, the continued magic. But on defense, not just winning the money downs. They've got to win first and second down so that the money down tilts in their favor.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From midfield, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Goal 50. Go. 4 ends.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
20.
Brady to throw again. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squid kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Houston, as his guys are in for 6. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Brady. And a dump off to White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, here's Watson. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger!
From the gun, here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. first and 10. Watson underneath for Miller. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Runs like that will give Michelle some more carries going forward as the Pats come up first and 10. On first and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Ready? 59's the mic.
Shotgun now for Brady. He sets to fire deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, Watson to the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Tiger. Come back. Tiger.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Wait 20. Wait 20. Mike's left.
To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, here's Miller. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first down throw. Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. A handoff running left is Miller. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
72. 4 in.
Brady now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
We go.
To throw again. Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
20! By 20! Shadow! Right!
And the blitz does come. Roy stays up. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Come back, come back!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans draw a bit closer. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Hey, 66. Wait, 20.
Again, it's Michel. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. Flag. Wait, we did.
Now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Target.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right. Let's go.
Brady going to look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Wait, 20. 380. Check it. 3 down, these 2.
Back to throw, Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Target.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl.